Hi, my name is Prachi Chaturvedi. I'm the artist behind the YouTube channel Prachi Chaturvedi Art. In this video, I'm going to show you how I had done this beautiful drawing on a piece of paper. So to begin with, I had made a beautiful sketch of cherry blossom on a pastel matte sheet. It's not actually the pastel matte brand, it's from Kansan, which you can buy from any store like Joann or Michael's or Walmart. So this is just this is a nice brand. I would say it's nice. It was good actually. So for pastel drawings, the pastel sheets, the specifically which are made for pastels, are really good. And for the soft pastels, I have used two brands. One is the Artist Loft and the other one is Faber-Castell. Not everyone knows how the brand Artist Loft is, so you can find this brand in Michael's. This is a local brand of this store, Michael's, which you can find easily in the stores of Michael's in Canada and US. I don't know about any other country, so where they have their own retail stores. So as I think everybody knows how Faber-Castell is, but there were a few colors missing which I needed, so I had also used some colors from Artist's Loft brand. So as you can see, when I was using a little dark shade of blue, it wasn't very good and did not give a very chalky finish. So it was Artist Loft brand, and the one which is light blue, that one is from Faber-Castell. So when you start doing, just give one layer of the colors you desire and start smudging from the tip of your finger, or you can use a very smooth piece of cloth. But don't forget to keep cleaning your fingers, because when you change the shades, it sometimes mixes the colors. But if you have plans to mix the colors, if you want to blend them, the two shades, then it's good. Be very careful. Every time you put your fingers, if it is not dry, whenever you put your fingers on the colored section of your drawing sheet, on where you are actually doing the soft pastel drawing, be careful. It lifts up the color particles and it decreases the brightness of the color, and it takes away the shade. So do not smudge it, or you can use a piece of paper under your hand, or just make sure the paper is clean. So yeah, and for fine details, the logs and everything, I had used the corners of my cuboid shape soft pastel colors. So that beautiful brown color, you can see I was using very pointy part, the corners of the drawing. While on the other hand, when you have a very big area, like you can see the blue and the purple area, you can use sideways or whichever way you feel comfortable in. But make sure when you're working on a small section of a drawing, the pointy parts should be used particularly. Don't forget to keep smudging so that the colors should go in the depth, because each paper, no matter how smooth it seems, it has some ridges and valleys. You can see there are bumps. So whenever you use the soft pastel colors, it does not automatically goes in the depth on the the bumps in. So you have to smudge, and with the smudging it goes inside, and when you add on to the layers of the colors, it adds on the beauty of the color, the beauty of the shade you want. You can have it. For cleaning purposes, you can use the paper, the corners of the paper, or sometimes you can use the earbuds as well, or tortillas, or for blending. For me, I like using my fingers a lot, but when there is a small section where my fingers don't get in, then I use some soft paper or earbuds. Yeah. So the shades are actually, when you are working with white flowers, or maybe if you observe, even the white flowers have little shades of different shades of some other shades of yellow, sometimes gray, sometimes blue. So make sure that you do not just leave it white, because it will not give you the effect, as you need some effect in your drawing. It makes it very flat when you keep the white flowers just white with no color at all. So if you use white on white paper, it's not going to make a difference. But yes, even for white flowers, you need some other shades of yellow, blue, purple, whatever your requirement is. And whenever you add some other colors, like you can see, I'm using red. It is actually not just red, it has brown somewhere, it has orange somewhere, and sometimes pink. And I have also added yellow in that section where there is a small circle. These pencils are Gioconda. These are amazing pencils. For detail books, I prefer to have a chalk pencil, the soft pastel color pencils. It is important. Or you can have you can use the edges of your these soft pastels which are in the box, which is in cuboid shape. You can use the pointy part, but when you have pencils, you can use them for these small areas to fill the color in. So as you can see, when I was drawing and I was keeping my fingers on the left side of my paper, I accidentally lifted the blue color because your hands are wet, sometimes they're sweaty, it has some moisture, and it takes away the color from your sheet. The central part of this flower also has a lot of shades. It was a white flower majorly, but still has a lot of other shades too, which I already had said that you need to add some colors to add to the beauty and the value of other colors. You can also use the Posca pen, which is acrylic white, which has acrylic white paint, but it did not work very effectively on chalky pastel pencils and colors because it was dry and this acrylic white pens were wet. So it did not work very well, but for the neatness of the edges of the petals, it was needed actually. So I tried, but it did not give me very effective impact on it, but I really liked a bit. In the other sections, to lift away the color, I already told you, even if you put a finger on it, you have to be careful because your finger lifts up the color. So I just moved in a circular motion the brushes I had. So I just moved the dry brush on the paper and it lifted up the colors. For more lighter shade, I had used pen paper, tissue paper, and sometimes I added some darker shades in the lighter background, and I just smudged it, overlapped a few circles, and then I had also used the erasers. So for very clean white, I had used the erasers, which was electric razor. When you use electric razors, don't forget to smudge too. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more paintings and artwork. I hope you have loved it. Bye. Take care. See you soon.